good stuff.
So, been back with the outside linebackers this week?
I guess for the parts that y'all get to go in, that's where I warm up. We're just going to be doing this for the rest of the season. It's going to be back and forth, back and forth. Who knows where I'll end up? Who knows where I'll play Saturday? Just keeping work at both positions, so I don't lose. The mental reps that I need to be getting at both positions.
Do you really think that it may just be back and forth? I mean, isn't that would not be the best thing, I don't guess, would it?
For right now, I think it's going to be more back and forth. We only had really one game that we really got to see exactly what situation. We only played with one set of guys for the last game. So, right now we're just kind of still shifting things around. It's still uncertain of what we're going to be doing this weekend. Who knows? I mean, to be honest with you, I wish I could give you a more definite answer, but right now I've practiced with both of them, and I know what's going on with both of them. It might change Friday. It might change Saturday morning. Who knows?
Well, I know you said Saturday. You said that they were kind of isolating you all a little bit.
Yeah, they were. They were trying to run at us. Linebackers were depending on where we lined up. They were definitely trying to take advantage of us. Running a lot of stretch runs at us, a lot of power at me and Eric, and some at Courtney too. I feel like we did a good job of stopping the run. It's probably the most we've given up on the run as far as yards this year. Unfortunately, we didn't play as well as we needed to, but it's something we're gonna have to work on, and we'll definitely get better at.
But this team's better.
Exactly. Yeah, Ole Miss is a great team. They're a top 25 team. They fell off a little bit early with the loss to South Carolina, but that doesn't mean anything. They're still definitely a top-tier team, and they got 2 great running backs, 3 great running backs, a guy that can make explosive plays whenever he wants to in 22, and we know that. It's something we're going to be prepared for. We're definitely going to have to work extra hard this week on stopping the run because it's something they're very good at.
Are you aware that some of their players are saying that now this is the biggest game they've ever played? Some of the older players, because the last 4 or 5 games between you guys have come down to a total, I think, 13 points. Mm-hmm. And so these guys, with them falling off and coming back now, are saying this is the biggest game they've ever played. Yeah, it's definitely probably a game for them that they're gonna have to, if they're gonna want to stay in the national contention, they're gonna have to come out and play their best because I don't know how many more top 10 team games they'll have left. So for them, it probably is a very important game. But I mean, as far as for us to say it's not important for us would be a lie because we know how good they are. We know they've had a lot of hype around them in the beginning of the season, and they've played up to it and maybe had one slip off. But it's probably the best team we've played so far, and it's the game that's here and now. And if we want to accomplish our goals as to what we want to get done for the rest of the season, this is the game that we're going to have to focus on. And as a team, we got to realize that, and I think we do. We just got to come out and prepare, like it is the number 1 team in the nation because they definitely could be.
Cory, why do you think it's the best team you've played yet? Played pretty good.
We've played a lot of good running teams, but this is definitely the best. And we've played a good quarterback with Mallet, and but this guy that we're playing this weekend is probably the best we're going to see. He was the Heisman talk at the beginning of the season, and he probably still is. He's done a lot of good things as far as his offense goes this year. So we're going to have to be ready for it. He's got playmaking ability at any time, just like their running back. And it's definitely a team that really can come in and ruin the season for us.
Last year, you guys found yourselves, Snead had a 2-minute drill at the end of the game, down 4 with a chance to win it for Ole Miss. With a quarterback like him, that's the last guy you want to be facing, I guess, in a 2-minute drill with the game on the line, right?
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we won't put ourselves in that situation. That's, we got to come out and make stops early. And, we got to know our assignments all the time. And so that we're not in that situation because that's probably the worst situation we could be in is giving him the ball with a chance to drive down and win the game. Of course, as a defense, that's time for us to step up too. And we did that last year. And if it happens again this year, we're going to have to be ready for it again. But this guy, you definitely don't want to put the ball in his hands towards the end of the game.
I know he's had kind of a rough start to the season comparatively. Does that play into the mental approach at all for you guys?
I don't think so. I think that the hype probably hurt him a little bit. All the talk that they had about him probably didn't help him out with him focusing on the season. Maybe, I don't know, but there's no reason for him not to be able to continue to be a Heisman candidate quarterback, and he could definitely turn the season around at any time. And we can't play into what he's done so far. We gotta go out there and play like he is the guy that they were talking about at the beginning of the season, because he definitely can make those plays, or they wouldn't have talked about him.
Sure. You mentioned on Saturday after the game that going from Sam to Will meant a whole lot more snaps for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel that on Sunday? Did you feel it? I mean, was it?
Of course. I rolled out of bed and definitely felt it. It was a physical game. That's probably the most physical team that we played up to this point. And we talked about it. We knew they were going to be physical. They talked about it last year, how they didn't feel like we were a very physical team, so we had the mindset of getting after them, and they came out to do the same thing. So it was definitely a battle the whole game, and I think both sides of the ball probably felt it. They did too, and so did I. It definitely was little different waking up on Sunday feeling that way. It hasn't been that way for a while.
Nice.
One more.
Go ahead. Nice, though, that obviously after being used to playing a limited number of snaps for the last year and a half, you're out there pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely nice. Last year was different. We didn't face as many teams that spread the ball out. And I definitely, I had games where I had limited snaps, but it wasn't to the amount that I had the first 4 games of the season, where I was playing none. I was just playing special teams. So for that to change as quickly as it did, it's definitely something I have to pick up and run with. But I'm definitely enjoying it, getting out there and being able to compete.